Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Server Play. This is Scooch42, and you may notice that I've got some pretty crazy stuff down here in my hotbar today. We've got some shield templates and a couple of shield projectors. Today, I would like to start working on getting some nether stars. That is my plan for today. And I want to do this kind of over here, I think, somewhere in this general area. Thinking right over here is actually looking pretty good. So let's see if I've got, here's my drill, that'll work. We're going to do a couple of things. Let's just start right there, I think. There we go. And maybe we'll get that. What we're going to do today is we're going to try to kill a wither. There is a block that we'll be able to get after we kill the wither that will be able to kind of spawn it for us, which I think will be pretty cool. Let's see, I think I may have made this a little too big. I think I'm trying to make a 9x9 here. Not exactly what I wanted. But that's okay. Let's see here. Because what we're going to want, we're going to get some of this draconium infused obsidian here. And that wasn't terrible to get. Let's see, where's this stuff? That needed some obsidian, which we're doing great on, draconium dust, which we're also good on, and blaze powder, which we're still doing really good on. I did a massive mining session a while back and got probably thousands of the magma blocks, and we are still working off of the blaze rods and blaze powder that I was able to get out of those magma blocks. We may, though, we're down to about 500 of the blaze rods or less, so we may need to go and do another little mining session in the nether pretty soon. But for now, we're doing pretty good. So what I would like to do is let's do something like this, I think. Maybe I did make this just right. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I did. I accidentally made this the size that I wanted. So we will probably, hopefully the moving wand will help us move this stuff. This is really tough stuff to break. Let's see, I want to break right here. Yeah, I mean, that's going to take a while, so let's see if I've got a wand here that can help us. Oh, and we've got a little system hang, of course we do. Come on back, system. I guess technically this is, here we're back. Technically this is, oh, it's too hard to take. Oh, what a rip. What a rip. And man, we are having a hard time moving around. I wonder if it's that red orchid that I just tossed. Where did it go? Yeah, I'm thinking that's what the problem is. So, yeah. Any time that's on there, just in the world, it's going to give us a hard time. So there we go. There is a fix for that now. So I'm just kind of waiting for the pack to update so we can take care of that. So hopefully this will break 3 blocks at a time. Yes, there we go. And we're going to set these up over here now. Let's see, let's break you. It's actually going to break one of the ones I just set. That's alright. It won't really hurt anything. Oh, that was not what I meant to do at all. So let's kind of take care of that real quick here. There we go. All right. So now I really should have left one of these empty. So I think I'll just take this one back out because we're going to use another cool block from Draconic Evolution. And I guess technically this is our first steps into Draconic Evolution. But I'm not going to get too terribly excited because we're not really going to start traveling down the Draconic path just yet. What we want is this dislocator receptacle. And that's going to go right here. And we're not going to worry too much more about it right now because we need to get a structure built from RF tools before we can start doing that. And I think I'm going to build this right over in this general area. Let's get out that horn and clear some of this land away here. There he is. This, oh man, I so wish I had known about this earlier. Because it just, I mean, you can see how quick it clears out the area. And I do think it's pretty cool what it does to the Pam's Gardens here. I mean, that is awesome. I get to collect the whole Pam's Garden. Let's see, let's get in range of a transmitter here and put some of this stuff away. Anything else I can get rid of? Seems like I always have way more stuff in my inventory than I need. Okay, so step one is complete. I'm thinking maybe over here. And you know what else wouldn't be a bad idea? As I'm going to get a little bit of soul sand out of here. Just to kind of help me with making sure I'm building this structure tall enough and stuff. So we're going to want something about the same basic footprint. So let's get our drill back out. And we're going to do basically the same kind of thing, I think, like right here-ish. Yeah. Right there. And this is where it's going to get a little tricky. Not with the digging out of this stuff, but there we go. Now, you can see I've got two different types of shield blocks here, and you'll see why in just a minute. And we may need to make some more of these. There is no real difference in strength or anything like that, but what it is going to let me do is basically have a floor that is always going to be solid. And we're going to have a second shield that actually encases the wither. And we will need a few more of these. So we will get some more of the shield blocks. You start by making these blue ones here, and we'll get a fair amount of them. That can go away for now. And then to get the other colors, you just kind of put them in a crafting grid, and then you can get your next colors. So if I wanted, for instance, I think I can even do this in my personal grid. See how we can just go through the different colors. And the color doesn't really matter. I just want two different colors. I want one that controls the floor, and then I'll have a second one that is the actual enclosure itself. Alright, so there is our floor. And now what I would like to do is I think I'm going to bring this out this way, because we're going to need to get power to this guy. And that's not really much of a problem with, oh, speaking of which, we should probably get a couple of energy cells going. Let's see, power cell, you'll probably need a couple of these. I think we're going to do at least 2 out here. What am I missing? Oh, prismarine, okay. I'll show you guys how I've been getting my prismarine. There you go. We're going to need to take a nap soon. Let's get a little bit of nether quartz out, which, by the way, I have not had to go to the nether for nether quartz in quite some time either, thanks largely due to our friend, the alchemical catalyst from Britannia. I've just been, as I need to, I've been dropping that stuff in. We're going to automate that pretty soon, too. Let's put you down here. I really need to either automate this or, get better power to this one. Because it can only do a little bit of this at a time, unfortunately. As it refills its power really, really slowly. And I think that's because of the limitation of the flux ducts we're using. So if we had some higher tiered flux ducts, I think it would refill faster. There we go. That should be plenty of prismarine. So we should be able to get this guy now. Power cell, second power cell. And I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't just get some advanced power cells here. Do I not have any dimensional shards? They must all be down in the deep resonance room. So let's run over there and grab some dimensional shards. There we go. So we're going to want a total of 8 of these, I believe. Oh, that's probably good. I think we got one more than we needed, but I think we'll live. 2. Nice. And we will, of course, want a linking card, which I need paper for. Still haven't automated that quite yet. Well, I mean, we did kind of, but I haven't automated the part where we get the paper. Get the rice to make the paper, that is. And we're working on that. That's coming. But I really, really want some nether stars. So this first one, we're actually going to spawn manually. And then there's a nice block that I discovered in this industrial foregoing called the Wither Builder, which we can supply with wither skulls and soul sand, but we need a nether star to actually build this. And once we build it, it will spawn stuff for us, which I think will be really, really neat. I've never automated it quite this way. I'm basically using the best of all that these mods have to offer us, I believe. To kill the wither, we're going to be using another block from Draconic Evolution. And it's basically this guy here. He's a mob grinder, and in the past, hopefully this is still the same, it should instantly basically kill the wither. Let's see, there we are. All right, so let's go ahead and get our power cells down. We're going to do them right here. And let's go get you linked really quick before I forget. The Extreme Reactor is beautiful, by the way, especially now that I've got it, went a little too far down there. Here we go. Especially now that I've got the control of whether it's on or off automated. I'm really proud of this. That is fantastic. I'm used to doing this with a block from Ender.io, and it's one block called the network monitor that usually handles that for me. I've never actually relied so heavily on RF tools for this kind of stuff, which is really neat, by the way. So I want to set all these sides to out, and so you should be getting power, and I need to set you all sides in, so you'll start getting power. And then we can take our wrench, and we should be able to right-click all these other sides to out. I think is just the easiest way to do it, because that's basically what I'm going to want. All right. So we're also going to need our wrench from RF Tools, just by the way, so I want to have that handy. And we should be ready. Where's my Shield 1 projector? Now, the difference between the Shield tiers is how many blocks they can support. It's not going to make a stronger or a weaker shield. It's purely about how many... oh, you know, I really should set this down. I want to set that down a block. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. So let's do that. Let's set this down a block. There you go. And you can go down a block as well. Nice. And I think you guys are still set the way that I wanted you. He's not linked to the multi-block, and I don't like that. So let's take care of that real quick. Now let's do a card. I mean, he'll still get power from the multi-block. Oh, you know what? We did not link you, so let's do that real quick. Link. Insert. Now you're part of the multi-block. Yes. Very good. All right. So now this is where we can adjust all of the shield stuff here. We're going to leave that as shield. And I think I'd like the floor. How about green? And we're going to make this solid for everybody. Okay, and then to activate it, I believe it's a, oh, there we go. You are getting power, right? And add, that's what I forgot. All, let's delete that. Solid for all. There we go. Default solid. Now if I right click, there we go. Now that is on all the time. And it's a right click on the shield block here, the shield projector, will make that solid. So now what I'm going to want over here, before we activate this guy, I'm actually going to want to make sure that we have, let's see, that's going to be the floor. So maybe I'll do this with another block. Oh, I've got my dank null, that's right. Still not quite used to having that dank null. And I'm going to kind of want this guy in here, where I'm going to want this to be built right over it here in this area. Then I'm going to want to have, my room needs to probably be at least that tall. So let's start getting that. I'm thinking our diamond wand might be a huge help here. We're probably going to need more of these shield blocks, and that's okay. So let's go ahead and get a few more of those. We'll probably maybe just get another stack of them or so. It's one of those things I kind of want to have set up in the auto crafter. Looks like I need a little more wool. But really, I don't plan on building more than one of these. So I think we'll be okay. Let's just get another stack here. Maybe two. How about 2 stacks? Just to make sure we don't run out again. And let's get some more of our shields. Actually, we probably, since we're done with those red ones, we might be able to cycle these back through. There we go, into the blue ones. And we'll order a few more blue ones while we're at it, maybe another stack. And I'm betting that should be good. Let's see, anything else I can do to get some more inventory space? Let's see. I think I can put up at least that horn. We won't be needing it for a little while. We already have our wand out, which is pretty cool. I guess you can go up here for now. We're pretty close to home. This stuff can go up there. We're going to keep that handy for a minute. That might come in handy. So let's build this up a little bit. Love this builder's wand, just by the way. Let's change your mode. Something like that. And you know, I might raise this up one more. We'll just have to kind of see. And before I get too crazy, this is where we're going to want this little guy, the dislocator. And if we look at him, he needs an Eye of Ender, which everybody knows is just some blaze powder and an ender pearl. We need 4 blaze powder and 4 more draconium dust. And what we should be able to do is shift right click. So we're going to set it right here to this block. And then, and I'm going to want to get rid of this stuff here. Actually, well, no, I think it'll be fine. We'll figure that out in a minute. Now we should be able to right-click that guy, and that kind of puts it in there. And you can right-click it again to take it out. And now, look, we get magically teleported into here. So that is pretty cool. I'm thinking this is as tall as we need it. So hopefully it is. Hopefully. All right. And we should be able to set up our second tier. And I went with a tier 2 here just because I didn't feel like counting blocks. And this one handles quite a few. So that shouldn't be a problem. Now, if we wanted to get really crazy with this, we can probably set up some RF transmitters and receivers to automatically turn these on and off. You can set them up for redstone signals, which is cool. Let's see, we're going to set some things here. We're going to make this solid, basically. And I think the best thing to do right now is just to make it solid for everybody. So if I right-click you, no, I can't go through there. And I might want to raise that up a block. Might. I think one of the other things we're definitely going to need to do, by the way, let's see if I got my thing. We're going to need to go ahead and, oh, that was one too many there. There we go. Now that should still, yeah, and see now we'll have this little hole here, and that's where I think we're going to put our friend the mob grinder, which is facing the wrong way, I believe. Oh, no, maybe it is. Maybe it is facing the right way. Cool. Nice. I like that. And then we'll probably just do some kind of an item duct with a ender chest on there. We're going to go take a nap really quick. All right. We are back. Well, from taking a nap. It's not like we really went anywhere, right? All right, so that should insta-kill the wither, and hopefully that is tall enough. I'm really kind of worried that maybe it isn't, but it should be. It should be. So I think let's turn that off for now, and let's get a bit of a floor in here. just for the time being, because I need to build this guy. There we go. And with this on, that should stay there. Yes, that should stay there. Okay. So I think this is the terrifying part. Now, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm going to need to get U power as well. So let's get some signalum item ducks. These guys. Yeah, I want to make sure I've got the signalum. Do I have the impulse signalum plated? And they do items and power. Yes. Let's do those. And let's get ourselves an ender chest. Go ahead and repurpose this guy. And let's get our blue dye. I think I may have enough in here. Yeah. Sweet. Where did our item go? There they are. Okay, so we should be able to disconnect you because you're getting power straight from there, and you should be getting power now, right? Yes. Very important that this guy continues to get power. And we can just set you here. Well, maybe over here we'll use one more, right? For now, we'll just go ahead and make it a power one. It doesn't need to be. Let's see. We can... Oh, you need to be connected there for power, right? So what else do we need? Probably a servo. And I think if we have a regular one, that should be fine. Because I don't know that we're going to be... Let's just get a regular one for now. Or one of the lower tiered ones. We might need to do a ranged collector. Because I don't know that this is going to actually pick anything up. I mean, I guess we can try it. But I honestly don't remember if it does or not. So let's hopefully this will work. Let's get some weather skulls. Because if this doesn't work, I'm going to be in big trouble. Because I am not the best fighter in the world. So hopefully we should be ready for this. Nice. So he is definitely in there. Nice. Nice. So what we may need to do, that definitely worked. Let's see if we can change this to solid for hostile. And let's delete that. There we go. Now we can get stuff. They shouldn't be able to get out, but we can get in. And we have our very first nether star, which is super, super nice. Let's test it one more time, just to make sure that this is going to work. I think I've got this set right, but if I don't, again, we'll be in some pretty deep trouble. What I'm hoping is if that stuff will pass, if the items will pass through the shield now, we can set up some kind of a ranged collector, which will be really nice. So what did I do with my wither skulls? Did I not take them all out? I guess I just took out what I needed. Cool. That's probably the best thing to do anyway. Alright, so there's another one. It'll take a second for him to do his blow up thing. And instant death. Alright. Nice. Super, super nice. Now we have 2 nether stars. So let's see if that will get us our wither spawner. Let's see, we'll need a machine case, which should be simple to get. And wither builder. Nice. So let's see if we can do something like this. I think I'm actually going to want it like right in this area. Hopefully he's got a show range thing on him. Ooh. That is not really where I want this. We might need to come and do it under here. I think right in there somewhere. So let's take you out for a second, just to make this easier on us. So if I put you down, say right here, and show the range, and then we put you back in. Yes, that is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So you are going to need power, and I think a regular power cell would probably be enough for that guy. Now the shield, I want to make sure, I want to make dang sure that this shield does not run out of power. So I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. So let's get a regular power cell for this. We might need a machine block. No, we've got one. Cool. And let's get a card. I mean, if these things weren't multi-blocked like this, I'd probably be running a bunch of cables and stuff everywhere, but I really love that I can just kind of link these and then they all act like one big battery. That is really nice. So let's put you here. Set all sides to out, and now that should be getting power. And all we should need to do here is pipe in things like soul sand. And see how it kind of builds it for us. Now, what I am a little curious about is if, yes, it won't even let me put them up there, so that's cool. That is cool. Cool, cool, cool. So what we'll probably do then to further automate this, I think for now, we're just going to kind of leave it the way that it is. If I need another star or two, I can just come out here and make that happen. Did I lose them? Oh, there it is. I always misplace these things. We'll leave it kind of there for now. We might turn off the show range since I know where that is now. I don't really need you to show the range. There it is. But that is super, super cool. We will automate this. We'll be able to pipe in the skulls. Basically what I might do over here at our farm, I may start directing the wither skulls over to here. Or over here, I guess. Yeah, I think that's what we'll end up doing. I'll probably set it up in the basement. I'll probably have another ender chest, pulling the wither skulls out as we get them. Let's take a look at that really quick, because we are getting pretty close to the wrapping up point. I think the best way to go about this is we'll just set up another. Oh, we got some spots on these. We might be able to just set up an extract filter and filter into a different colored ender chest that we use to put our soul sand and our wither skulls in. I think that'll be a good idea. And we should be able to extract those to the same chest, because I'm pretty sure. Let's take a nap and let's test that real quick. Let's see, we'll just grab some item ducts and a chest for now. Some item ducts. We'll probably need a servo. There we are. And any chest will do, just for this test. Let's use a slightly larger chest. I haven't used one of those in a while. And we'll need some of our wither skulls. And let's get some more soul sand. And I guess we may as well get a ranged collector. Looks like I've got a couple already. That's nice. And let's clear out some of the junk now. That's probably good for now. Alright, so what we should do is the following. We'll kind of dig back down here. I probably should stop filling that up until we're done here. Let's see. We should. Let's just run some item ducts this way. We can pop our chest down right here. Let's get that servo on there. That was not where I wanted it, I don't think. Let's try that again. Servo right there, please. Thank you. And let's set you to always active for these testing purposes. And just because I don't know how fast this is going to go, we're going to do one more little safety measure here and get a lever. And we're actually going to turn that guy back to work with a signal. And now that block should act as a conduit, so we should be able to turn that on and off. So if I put this stuff in here right now, it shouldn't be extracting. So let's just flip it and see what happens. It might take it a second because we're just using the regular stuff here. Oh yeah, there it goes. Nice. Now what I probably could do is set up some kind of an entity detector. Oh, maybe we won't need to. Maybe it can tell. What I want to make sure of is that we don't... go ahead and get this range collector over here. And we're going to set you... We're just going to let you pick everything up. Nice. Nice. So it doesn't look like I need to worry about it spawning too many at once, which is pretty cool. That is really, really cool. So I think I may be able to actually set this up with auto crafting pretty easily, if it's going to be that easy. Let's see. Let's make sure you're picking the stuff up. You are. Awesome. That is really good news. That is really, really nice. I like it. That is so cool. Did you put all that stuff in there already? Oh no, it's only secking it out. It's only letting us do one at a time. So that is really cool. So that's really easy to shut off. So nice. That is really, really nice. Nice. I think you might spawn one more. Are you going to spawn one more? No. Good. Good, good, good. All right, so let's get our loot out of here. I guess we can cover you back up. Nice. So we have 11 nether stars in like 2 minutes. How cool is that? But I do think, also, unfortunately, that brings us to the end of today's episode. So I hope you guys had some fun spawning and auto-killing some withers with me today. Remember to leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and take care.